Can you believe that our little YouTube channel has 20,000 subscribers? I am so, so glad that we have arrived here. And I want to thank you so, so much for your support, for subscribing, for liking, for sharing, for helping people in the comment section, for teaching me so very much. And yeah, I just want to share some things that you may or may not know about the channel, and take note of the fact that we have arrived here with 20,000 subscribers, which is just incredible. And firstly, for those in the community who are like, hey, Daniel, why are you're always saying like, don't pay attention to numbers and don't celebrate numbers and things of that nature. Yes, it's very, very true. I think there's some truth there. I think what leads to where we want to be, like peace of mind, is really non-attachment. But I think we can take note of nice things that are happening, in an unattached way. And meaning, I don't think of 20,000 subscribers as me having achieved that, or like I did it, like, okay, let's do it again, or let's get it to 25,000. No, 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 because I think all that leads to just performance anxiety. I think it's just like, you know, things just unfolded in a way where we now have a very wonderful and large community, and I think that's just a wonderful thing, and I think we can take note of that in an unattached way, and still have a very nice moment together, so just wanted to start with that. And secondly, when I started this channel, it was on September 15th, 2018, where I uploaded a first ever video. And at that point, I was working as a sleep doctor. And my idea was that CBT-I, or cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, which is the mainstream, treatment for insomnia, was effective. It was good. And I just thought nobody had heard of it. So I thought I would go out and mass educate, people about CBT-I. But it turns out I got mass educated by you, by the subscribers, by the community, in the interactions in the comment section. And back then I used to email back and forth with subscribers as well. That's where I really started to learn, and it's taken me on an incredible journey of self-discovery, of exploration of like the human mind, and a spiritual journey, really. And it's been wonderful. And I want to thank you for that. And I also want to share a little anecdote. After about 3 weeks, I'd say, of uploading like one video every weekday, my wife told her brother that I started a YouTube channel, and he subscribed. He became my first ever subscriber. Shout out to Dale. Thanks so much for that. That was amazing. And secondly, it was my dad. He heard that I started a YouTube channel, so he subscribed. Shout out to you, Dad, as well. But then something incredible happened. One day, I checked in on the YouTube channel, and there was a third subscriber, and I didn't know who that was. It was like, this could be a real subscriber, somebody in the universe who's actually interested in what I have to share about sleep and insomnia. For some reason, I imagined an apartment that was dark, and somebody who was lonely sitting in front of their computer and listening to my YouTube videos with interest and with hope, and I was like, wow, one person in the universe actually thinks I can help them. And I felt so humbled, so happy, so joyful and excited about subscriber number 3. And I still very much imagine subscriber number 3 out there when I create content. Because if you think of this one person out there that actually finds something valuable in what you teach, then you can just teach forever, because it's just that image is just so powerful. But anyway, that was subscriber number 3, and to imagine we have 20,000 subscribers now, it's just incredible. So I'm so glad that our message is reaching more and more people. Now, sometimes we have a comment like, Daniel, you should have 1 million subscribers, or Daniel, I don't understand how you don't have like many more subscribers than you do now. And if you go back like a couple of years, I'd also be like, yeah, I think it's kind of odd. Like we quote unquote should reach more people. Why aren't we growing faster? But having pondered this more, I now understand why. And this is going to be like, I'm going to share something that is an invitation for you to see how incredible you are. If you think about uh, people or channels or content that gets like millions of subscribers, it's really going to be about entertainment in some shape or form. It's going to be like somebody who's like a comedian or an athlete or an actor, or something about like beauty or money or wealth, or something that essentially is a form of escapism, you know, something that takes us away from our kind of ordinary life and takes us into like the world of like sports, or the world of like celebrity, or the world of like, I don't know, drama, or like it's something like that, right? And we humans, we love escapism. Like we love taking that little like flight out into some different world, and where everything is kind of special or wonderful or something like that. And I don't think there's anything wrong with escapism. I love movies, and I love sports and all types of things. But here's my point: what we invite our community to is the complete opposite of escapism. What we invite ourselves and our community to do is to stay in the now, to reflect on how we're feeling now, to not attempt to escape our feelings, not attempt to escape our thoughts, not attempt to escape our current circumstances, but invite ourselves to be willing and ready to experience things that are difficult, that are very, very difficult. And guess what? There is a very, very small minority of the humans on planet Earth who are ready for this inner journey, for the opposite of escapism, for being present, or for approaching this new way of meeting life and difficulties in life. And to me, there's no doubt whatsoever that this path, it leads to where we want to be. It leads to like peace of mind and appreciation of life, and everything that is wonderful comes from taking this path. But again, there's just so few out there who are ready for this. It is like really the few, the brave, the courageous souls out there like yourself who are ready for this. And the fact that, we are now a collective of like 20,000 people who are ready for this journey is just, it just blows my mind. It's an incredible thing. And no doubt, we will reach more and more of these select few people who have this courage to take this inner journey. But with that said, again, it's amazing that we're here. And what's going to change now? Nothing is going to change at all. I think it thought it was just a nice thing to take note of, and to come together and have a nice time. And we're just going to keep teaching. And who knows, maybe some of the concepts we teach here, maybe some of the teachings will live on forever. I often reflect upon how teachings in like, let's say, Buddhist philosophy that are like thousands of years old are still being studied and applied and are still helpful to us humans. Maybe something that we teach is going to help people 3,000 years from today, right? So you can see, like, at this point in time, we're just at the very, very, very beginning. And I think maybe the beginning of something that will help people thousands of years from today. But anyway, thanks so much for all your support, and can't wait to see you next time. Bye for now.